Hey babies, welcome to my channel, Donna P Howard. Today I'm going to do a review from Hibiclens. It's an antiseptic skin cleanser. I bought this because I went to the dermatology recently and I was telling her, is there any kind of wash or something I could use? Because I got hydrodentis secretive. And I dealt with it when I was younger one time, so I really just didn't pay too much attention to it. I mean, it was a pain to get rid of it, but I just chalked it up as maybe my panties was too tight and maybe the elastic was pulling the hair or something. And I got this big old boil and I kept popping in and out the tub in hot water until it could get mushy enough where I could squeeze it and get all the pus and blood out. So I thought that was just a freak accident and it would never happen again. So as I turned 50, I noticed that these boils were painful and I needed to see what was going on with me. So I asked the primary for um, a referral and she sent me for urine and blood work and gave me some cream. That cream didn't work for me. But no prescription cream does. So let's get that out the way. No prescription medicine as far as a cream works for me in any type of fashion. Or at least what the doctors will order. Because, they want to order you something little and try it out. And then add a little bit more medicine and work up the scale so they can keep getting paid for scripts. No, we're not doing that. 3 strikes, you're out. Specialist. So they referred me to a specialist, and she did a extensive workup panel. And not only did she find that, she found a whole bunch of stuff. So, okay, whatever. I started dealing with it the way she said deal with it. It calmed it down for a little bit, but it never went away. So let's say 10 years later, I wound up picking the specialist as my primary doctor. And I was going to the dermatologist and they're telling me all these different things. And now I'm starting to think this is a hypothesis. They just give you information that they learn from books or wherever they learn it from. And they try to make it seem like it's definitely what your health issue is coming from. But if you study your body and you know your body, that might not be true. So when I first brought it to the attention of the dermatologist after I became disabled, excuse me, I was told that this happens to some African Americans after they become like senior age. At the time I was like 50, whatever. Okay. So, I described it to her. It starts off as a bump. It becomes hard. It becomes painful. It pops open. Pus and blood comes out. And then my skin envelopes back and it moves on to something else. And it starts all over again within a few minutes. So for me, that's kind of strange. I don't know. So the older and older I get, because I'm 61 now, the older and older I get, it just seems like it's a constant thing. And I don't understand why. So in doing my own research, plus listening to the doctors, plus watching people on YouTube talking about it, plus Googling it, I've come to this conclusion. It is something that happens in African Americans, but you don't necessarily have to be a senior age. They always try to link everything to smoking cigarettes. So I've been clean from smoking cigarettes for a month. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna never smoke a cigarette again, but anywho, then they try to say it's from ingrown hair and you shouldn't shave. Well, my hair is thick on my body as it is on my head. So I can't stand having thick hair growing up under my arms, so I shave. I don't wanna have a hot cock, as they say. So I shave, or should I say sweaty cock. So I shave. And these are some of the places that they form. They form under my arms, on my breast, or should I say in my breast, in my vaginal area, alongside where my bra is on the side, um, in my inner thighs, on my butt, and sometimes on my vaginal mouth. That's the only places they come. So, is that true or not? I don't know. I don't shave every month, so can't see the ingrown hair thing going on. Yes, I do sweat like everybody else, but I don't heavenly sweat. So, I haven't been smoking cigarettes for a month, like I said. So, why am I still getting this? So the dermatologist gives me shots, and I'm on the emergency list anytime these boils start to get a phone. I can call them, and within 24 to 72 hours, I got an appointment. Cool, no problem. So with the primary, she was giving me some antibiotics, and it was take 4 a day for a week, and then don't take them, and then like the third week, take them again. Okay, that process was working for a while, and I had left the shots alone. And then recently, I had a bout with it, and I was like, you know what? Damn that. I'm gonna just take these antibiotics every day. Now, I don't take medications the way the doctors tell me. That's just me. I like for the medicine to work strong for me. So if you say take this pill 4 times a day, I'm gonna take it all together. And that's what works best for me. I'm not saying don't do what your doctors tell you to do. I'm saying this is what I do. I'm just not a obedient person. I don't do what nobody tell me to do. I do how I want to do it when I want to do it, and it works for me. So that was working for a while. So I was talking to my dermatologist again, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. These antibiotics aren't working, and I need my shots. She gave me my shots, and she told me this is the worst I've seen it. So I've been back and forth to the dermatologist since November. Every time I go, I'm getting stuck with shots. So I'm like, okay. I did some of my own research, and I wanted to know, is there some kind of wash you could give me or whatever? Because I was looking for this wash. This other lady suffers from it and uses it. And although I found it, I didn't find it in the form that she said in the body wash. It took a long time me scouring Amazon to find it. So I'm like, that ain't gonna work. So I told the dermatologist, and she said, well, I'm gonna give you a script. Let's see if the insurance company pays for it. Of course, Medicare and Medicaid don't pay for it. It is what it is. I'm not mad. So I get my medications from Tops, the grocery store. So the pharmacist texted me and told me that the insurance didn't cover it, but if I'd like to call and get an explanation from him, they sell it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I wasn't thinking about that. I took the name off of my text. I Googled it so I could get some understanding of it. And I went on Amazon, because why am I going to pay for something with my cash when I got Amazon's gift certificates sitting on my account? And if it's nothing that I need or want, I just let them sit there until it is something I need. Then I can get it for free. So this is what I decided to order. I ordered the pint-sized bottle so it could do what I planned on it to do. Um, the doctor told me to put it on the spots where the boils be and use that aggressively on those spots. And I'm like, okay. But in my mind, I already knew what I was going to do. I was going to start double cleansing. So I got a brand new poof out, and I put this in the shower, and it's a pump, and it's affordable. It's like it was $19.99, so that was free for me because I had them Amazon gift certificates. But it pumps out like this. It's not a thick consistency, and it's not a thin consistency. You could feel the soap in it, but it's just not a thick soap. So where you see the shininess, that's where I rubbed it in at. But when you add it to your poof, run a little water on top of it and rub it into your skin. So I did my whole body with it today. I did it where the boils are. I did it on my whole body. The only part I didn't do it in was my booty hole and my coochie hole. But everywhere else, I did it. I scrubbed my body down with it from head to toe. And to be honest with you, I'm starting to feel a little bit of relief. I didn't have any boils as far as the hardness, but I had the remnants of a boil. And with me, I have sinus tracts, not sinuses like in your nose sinuses, but they're called sinus tracts. So what I'm assuming is here's your body, and the boil starts growing and it gets hard. And as it gets hard, it gets painful. And then after it gets so hard, wherever it's about to release at, it stretches your skin out. So it's like it's making wherever your skin is start stretching, and then it erupts, and the pus and the blood comes out. Now for me, even the touch of my bra, I'm so sensitive. Even the bra touching my breast, it erupts. It agitates it. Sometimes it erupts, sometimes the pain is there or whatever. Well, anyhow, there's like a sort of like a saucer up under it. So if you take the boil as it's getting mushy and soft and you squeeze it, it'll come out through one of your pores. Or if it's a scab on it, if you pick the scab off, then it'll start coming out of that pore that's up under the scab. And you push it and the pus comes out and then blood comes out. In my case, it's mixed. Sometimes it has a smell to it, sometimes it doesn't. But my main goal is to get it completely out of me, wherever it's at. So once I get as much as I can out of that part, it's like a thin cup or a thin saucer up under it. And even though it's not full with the pus and blood anymore, I can still feel it. So then my skin, after it's erupted and busted open and gotten all of it out as much as possible, and there's that little like cut, like saucer, then my skin gets to folding back up and it sucks back in, and it folds back over, and it's just like it was never there. But then it moves for me. I can't speak on nobody else. It moves. And it might be right next to it, like it was right on top of it, or it might move just a little bit tiny away. And then the boil will start again, and it's so painful and hurtful. And then it gets bigger and bigger, and it's just like a chain reaction. So I figured with this being an antiseptic skin cleanser, and it has 4% of whatever it needs in it, It's supposed to help persistent effects. It's great for hand hygiene and general cleansing. I bought this for my whole body. And like I said, I pumped it on my poof. I wet it. I scrubbed my body down. My body isn't feeling as sensitive as it was beforehand. And I'm going to continue to use this. This is something that doctors use at doctors' offices or in hospitals or emergency rooms, places like that. I'm not saying that this particular brand is used there or, maybe it's just used with the employees because I don't see it much out there for the patients. But I'm going to use it to help me out. Its uses, as far as the back of the label says, antimicrobial skin cleanser, helps reduce bacteria that potentially can cause disease. For skin wound and general skin cleansing, surgical hand scrub, healthcare personnel hand wash. So I will be using this on my body, scrubbing my body down every time I get in the shower or the bathtub. And then I'll go back in with a moisturizing body wash and I'll scrub down with that. So I'm happy with my purchase. I feel a pint for $20 pretty good. I'm glad that they give you this pump. It came, screwed up. This is the top to the bottle, and then this was separate. So I put it in there to use. I'm happy with my first impressions of it. And as I'm using it, maybe as I get halfway or all the way down, I'll come back with an updated review. But so far, I'm happy. It has a nice, clean scent to it. Like I said, it's not thick, it's not thin, but it's enough to get in to your skin and scrub your skin with. It comes out as a foam. It's affordable. What more can I ask for? This is what I'm using now. So if you've tried this brand, please share your opinion. Positive and negative opinions are always welcome. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you always know when I'm uploading. Share my videos with your family and friends, and leave me a comment. I love interacting with you. I'm going to see you later. Love you.